Hi, welcome back for Friday's edition of Math. Obviously, I'm not at school today due to the ice, so we're going to do the best we can using my dry erase board. I know you also ran out of papers yesterday, so don't worry, just kind of follow along with me. If you want to get a scrap piece of paper and work some of these out, you can. You are going to have an assignment and a puzzle piece below, just like every other strategy we have done. You may use this strategy or you may just subtract. It is entirely up to you. If you like a different strategy that we've done so far and you'd rather use it, you may use it as well. So this strategy is called break apart. So when we think of a number, we know how many tens and how many ones are in that number. Today we're going to focus on only the ones. So let's talk about this a little bit. So when we have a problem like 43 minus 9. We're only going to use the ones today, so we're only going to have single-digit numbers over here. So look at what I would do. If I want to break apart this 9, I want to make it a problem that is easier for me to work. So to do that, I'm going to break 9 down into two numbers because there are two numbers that add up to get the number 9. Now, when I'm thinking about those two numbers I want to use, I want one of them to be the ones digit that's over here in 43. So I want one of those digits to be a 3. Now I've got to think, 3 plus what gives me 9? Well, that would be 3 plus 6. It's very important you know these addition problems. So 3 plus 6 equals 9. Well, that means if I'm thinking 43 minus 3 minus 6 now, because I've broken my 9 down into a 3 and a 6, well, my 3's would cancel each other out. So I have the number 40 here. And now I've just got to think, well, what's 40 minus 6? Well, I know to add to 10, 6 plus 4 gives me 10. Which means I would go to 34. Or I could go to 40 where I'm at and just count backwards. So 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34 makes number 6, right? Let's look at another one here. That may have been a little confusing for the first time. So let's try another one together. What if I had 35 minus 8? So again, I want to break apart this 8. So I want to use my 5 as one of my numbers so I can cancel my 5's out. Okay, 5 plus what gives me 8? 5 plus 3. So now I can cancel these 5's out. So instead of having 35, I now have the number 30 here. So 30 minus 3. So again, if you know your tens, you know 3 plus 7 would get you to that 10, or you can just count backwards. 30, 29, 28, 27. So that would equal 27. 35 minus 8 equals 27. Again, these are some examples of the break apart strategy. This is not a strategy that you have to use. This is a strategy you may use if it makes sense to you and working out the problem's easier for you. So is there another problem? 41 minus 5. So again, I'm going to break apart this 5 and I want to use this digit in the ones place. So my digit is a 1. 1 plus what gives me 5? Well, it's 1 plus 4. So now my 1's can cancel out and I've just got the number 40 left over here. So 40 minus 4, well, 40, count back 4, 39, 38, 37, 36. If you know your plus 10s, you know 4 plus 6 would get you that 10. And we're subtracting, so we've got to go down to 30. All right, let's look at a different example here. How about the problem 82 minus 7? Right, same thing. I want to break apart this 7 and I want to use the 2 that's in the ones digit. So I have 2 plus what gives me 7? Well, 2 plus 5 gives me 7. So now my 2's can cancel out. So I'm left with 80 over here. And 80 minus 5, I don't even have to count back. I know that one off the top of my head. 75. 75, 5 more makes 80. So 82 minus 7 equals 75. I found my answer using the strategy called break apart. All right, how about 97 minus 8? So again, I'm going to break apart this 8 using the ones digit. So 7 plus 1 equals 8. So my 7's are gone, and I have 90. And now I only have to go back that 1. 90 minus 1 makes 89. So 97 minus 8 equals 89. Again, using my break apart strategy, I was able to find that answer. Let's try one more here. 32 minus 9. All right, so I want to break apart this 9, and of course I want to use the 2 that's in the 1 spot. So 2 plus what gives me 9? Well, 2 plus 7 does. So now my 2's cancel out, and I'm left with 30, and I've got to take away this other digit that I have here, 7. So I've got to count backwards from 30, count backwards 7. So I would have 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. And I can check that because I know 3 plus 7 is my 10, and I subtracted, so I'm at 20. So 32 minus 9 is 23. Now this could work if we've had story problems as well. So in one of the story problems in your book, it said Karen has 7 pencils. Her teacher has 45 pencils. How many fewer pencils does Karen have than her teacher? So my problem would be 45, the big number the teacher has, and I want to take away Karen's 7 and find out how many fewer pencils Karen has than her teacher. So again, I could solve this using my break apart strategy. I use this 5 as one of these digits to break apart. 5 plus what is 7? 5 plus 2 is. So my 5's cancel each other out, and I have 40 up here. 40 minus 2, well, when I count backwards, I'm at 38. So there are 38 fewer pencils that Karen has than her teacher. All right, let's try one more story problem. Dwayne has 24 shells. He gives 9 to his friend Rob. How many shells does Dwayne have left? So he had 24. He gave 9 away. So that means I need to break apart this 9. Can you think of what 2 numbers I would need? Let me give you a hint. So 4 and 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. So my 4's cancel each other out because if I have 24 minus 4, I'm down to 20. And now I'm ready for 20 minus 5. So Dwayne has 15 shells left. This is the beginning of the break apart strategy. Our next lesson on Monday is actually going to be the break apart strategy when we have a 2-digit number here. Now remember, if this break apart strategy was confusing for you, it's okay. Don't worry. You don't have to use it. Just set your problem up. 24 minus 9. And look, there's more on the floor. That means I borrow from next door. Bring my 10 home. 14 minus 9 is 5. 1 minus a nothing spot is 1. You're going to arrive at the same answer. If this makes more sense to you, please do whichever way you would like. Or if you would like to use another strategy from this week. Good luck. Let your teacher know if you have any questions, and your assignment is in the puzzle piece below. Have a great weekend.